Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. I'm going to be doing a face shave. It's not even been 24 hours. I'm just really looking forward to it. Just so you guys know, the post-shave feel that I got yesterday from River Valley Trading and the other things that I used is still superb. And I probably got one of my closest shaves out of it. No irritation on my neck, nothing at all. It was just beautiful. I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to stick with the same razor, which I've left over there. And it's got the same blade in it for the second use, which was it? Ooh, I can't remember now. Let's just double check. I think it was the, oh, I know what it is. Yeah, it's the Bolzano Supernox. So it's in there for the second use. I know it's the second use because I only use blades twice now. And if it's still in the razor when I come back to it the next time, then it means it's on its second use. If it's an empty razor, it needs a new blade. Right, I'm going to be using another sample today. Going through all these samples at the moment, as I've already said in my previous videos. Shaving Club, Hedonisme. Fuck knows how you say that. Hedonisme, I'm not sure. This stuff, to me, smells exactly like Classic 24 by Wickham. So it would therefore mean to me that it smells like Creed Aventus. It smells really, really nice. I've got a little vial of Splash as well, which I got this sample from Ken Lee at Ken's Shaving and BSing. This stuff, let's have a smell of this. Yeah, that smells different to the soap in my opinion. Yeah, the soap to me does smell like Classic 24. Right, brush for today. Once again, I'm really enjoying this. I'm going to use this brush probably predominantly for bowl lathering as well, because I like this. Do you know what, if I'm totally honest, I don't want to whack my wolf whiskers on the side of the bowls. That's why I don't use it for bowl lathering. This one, because it's a lot lighter, won't show up any sort of little tiny scuffs and stuff like that. But it's a gorgeous brush, works really well. Lovely soft on the face. Right, let's flick that out. I've already rubbed my soap into the bowl and then straight in with the brush. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Actually, it does smell like Classic 24, but it's got something else going on in there. Maybe a little bit more citrus or something. Oh, that was a good splash of water then. This should explode now for that amount of water. And there it goes. Yeah, it has got a different scent to Classic 24. There's something else going on in there, but the main body of it smells like Classic 24. Now I can't. Oh, Creed Aventus, if that's the scent it's going for. I've got no idea what the notes are in it. All I know is that smells superb, very manly, sort of, certainly a, I suppose, for lack of a word, an elegant sort of scent. It's got that sort of scent about it. It's more like a boardroom meeting scent rather than a going out on a clubbing scent. So a bit more water. This looks like it can take a lot of water, this soap. It is a crope consistency. It's not a hard soap at all. You can just scoop it out nice and easy. The colour and texture of it reminds me very much of Magallad's Orange Menthol. Another good dip of water. This handles water very well by the looks of things. Oh yeah, scent strength, even out of that tiny little sample bottle, sample tub, I would put it up around about a sort of 5. Lathered up, it's a good 5 or a 6, definitely. I don't know whether just to keep working this out before I add some more water in, because I think I might be at the consistency I like. I'm not sure. I'm a bit undecided yet. You know what? Give it another dip. Why not? Definitely deals with water very, very well. As do most artisan products. I'm not sure who actually makes this for Shaving Club. Oh, but they've got the scent to a T. The scent's beautiful, really nice. I've got the Barbershop as well. I think it's called Barbershop. Shaving Club Barbershop, but it's not as nice as this. It is nice, but it's not as nice as this one. So there we go, look at that. Oh, I've got my lights on today for my gloss. So yeah, beautiful lather. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, let's wet the face. And as you guys know, that's my prep for the day. Splash it in my eyes. There's no other prep to go with my shaves, that's it. Splash of cold water, boom, you're done. Just going to move some of this lather off the handle of the brush. It appears to have pretty good slickness as well, because I'm struggling to get it off my fingertips. And here we go. Oh yeah, this is lovely. Well, I'm not going to need to work with this much because it's cracking consistency. Scent's lovely. It is literally, it's quite nice actually having it back in the den, the scented Classic 24, which I actually sent Ken's way and I tried. And this is very, very similar, and it lathers really, really well. Superb, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, got the Mergress. Setting, what's on setting 2? What are you doing on setting 2? Setting 3 again, for the first pass. I've not got much hair on there today. I can't let it grow fast enough. There we go. Blade's very nice. I think it just needs that first sort of wearing it down, taking the edge off it to really open up its potential. Yeah, very, very nice. The lather appears extremely thick and luxurious. It's offering excellent protection. I can feel that already. Slickness appears to be pretty good. Let's just see how it is over the course of the shave. We'll check the residual slickness out as well at the first second pass, just to see how the slickness is. If you so choose to shave a little bit without any shaving cream or lather on your face. Right, beautiful first pass. Residual slickness feels pretty good. And it is pretty good. Right, just grab a little bit more from the bowl because I've got absolutely loads of lather. Yeah, definitely Creed Aventus scent on this. If a Classic 24 is meant to smell like Creed Aventus, then this definitely smells like Creed Aventus because it smells exactly like Classic 24 in my opinion. And the lather is lovely. Beautiful. Really nice lather. It's really nice, lovely and creamy. Very protective. Right, just knock this down to setting 2 now. I might as well. Oh, bashed at the bottom of the bowl there. I across the grain. I'm not sure if this is a vegetal formulation or a tallow formulation because it doesn't say on the tub. So that's something I cannot give the answer to at the moment. I thought I had a little weeper there, but I don't. Or have I? I don't know, I don't think I have. Lovely second pass. Yeah, slickness is building up now. The residual slickness that is, it's actually, I can feel that's really, really slick. I don't even need to put the razor on it again to show you guys. It's superb, really good. Finding these soaps I'm using at the moment just to be all as good as each other. And it really helps when you've got a beautiful brush to use it with. So I've got so much lather it's not funny. Better to have more than not enough. Right. That's my against the grain there. Now this is all against the grain again when I'm going across it. One of my subscribers from South Africa, I'm going to try your name here, Mike, see if I get it right. Paul Beatre, something like that. Let me know if that's pretty close. I don't have that South African tongue, so for the Afrikaans. So, and it's not Paul, it's Paul Beatre, something like that. Like, can you have a listen and see if it's any better? So there we go, that's that passed down, beautiful. There's nothing worse, and I know myself, than people getting your name wrong. It's a bit difficult to get it right if you don't actually know the pronunciation of it altogether. I get called Madden all the time, even though my surname's Maiden. But the spelling, some people just don't notice, or they don't take the time to try and take the effort to try and do it. So I do like to pronounce things right. I think it shows a bit more respect with, even with companies, especially with people's names. Now, I will say something with this. I am getting a little bit, just a slight tingle burn. Nothing that worries me. Just like a very mild burning sensation all over, not just on my lips or anything, but obviously all over my face. Right, pickups. I'm just going to knock this right down to setting 1 now. You won't see that, but it is setting 1. Sometimes these lathers are so thick that you can't get the blade to touch your skin. I do like setting 1 on the Murgress. It is very nice. It's a I think I might just have cut myself there, just jabbed the blade onto my skin. Soon find out. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some sort of irritation here from the soap. But let's say it's nothing. Nothing that bad. It's nothing that's actually. Just put a bit of water on you, a bit of slickness. Superb. Yeah, so beautiful shave. Just met with a little bit of irritation, unfortunately. It's a similar, very similar feeling to what I got with the K-Shave Works Limelight, but I only got that on my top lip, but I've got this all over my face. It's not a, it's just uncomfortable. Post-shave feel, if I'm honest, it's just it feels a little bit dry, not much, but there's just a different sensation in my skin than what I get from a really good moisturising soap that I've used. For instance, the Frosty Bay Rum that I used yesterday, it's just a little bit. You'll understand if you wet shave a bit, you can feel the difference. It's almost like there's just not enough moisture in there. I couldn't walk away now without moisturising my skin. I don't think. I think it would dry very, very quickly. Right, Shave Works Cool Fix. So this is probably going to burn because I do have a bit of irritation from the soap. That much there. That's probably a little bit too much. That's probably enough for my head. Yeah, that's probably the most burn I've had using this for a while. But it's not that bad. But it's definitely a bit. The good thing with the Cool Fix is it does exactly what it says on the tin. It does fix your skin pretty good. Goes red for a bit and then it just sort of cools it down and then away you go, you're happy. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a bit of burn off that. It's still burning just now. Nothing to do with the razor or the shave today. It's mainly the actual reaction I've had with the soap. I've got a couple of little weepers here as well, which I don't normally get on this part of my face. So that would suggest something's maybe just a little bit awry. Maybe the irritation's just raised a few bumps on my skin, which I've nicked with the razor. But other than that, it feels pretty good. In fact, it feels really good. Right, Humphreys Cucumber Melon. It smells lovely, this stuff. Cucumber melon, yeah. Oh yeah, that's burning now. That's really burning. Woo. Seems to have activated the cool fix again. Oh. Right, and then we're going to finish off, while that's drying actually, just while that's drying, I'll just go through what we've used, just to waste a bit of time while it dries in. I'm just going to empty my brush out. I was going to squeeze the lather out to show you, you've seen it on my face, this just, it was a superb lather, it really was. Yeah, I've got a few of those little weepers on my face, they're annoying me now. Just give me a second. So that's the only 2 weepers I got, which is unusual. I don't normally get weepers on that bit of my face. Could be the blade. I think it's more than likely just maybe a reaction on my skin to the soap itself. Just wet that and dab it off now. That should be pretty much healed now, I can't see that. I've got one there as well. Yeah, so not as good a shave as I've had lately, unfortunately. The soap performed well, it did well, but I think when you get that little bit of irritation, it can impact your shave a little bit. Just dry the brush off a little bit. Right, so the soap today was Hedonisme. Hedonisme, I really don't know how to say that, I'm sorry. Just a little thing like that. I think the actual full-size tub's the same label. And yeah, lather's great, makes shitloads of lather, really thick, really creamy, cushiony, luxurious, slick. Other than the reaction, it's a great soap. The razor today was the Murgress again, which I used yesterday. Love this little razor, I really do. I can't really ever see it leaving my den, sorry Kyle. Beautiful little razor, Supernox, Bolzano Supernox blade in there, set and juice, that'll be going in the bin now. I'm still not sold on the blade. I think it's a nice blade, but it's not smooth, but it just doesn't quite do it for me. It's not as good as other blades I've used. The Treat Platinum at the moment, which I've used twice now, appears a very, very good blade for me. We then moved on to the brush. So the brush is the Brush Guy. I think it's a 24mm, maybe the 26mm, I'm not sure. This is the Boss Knot, Game Changer Knot, whatever you want to call it. As far as I'm concerned, it's a Game Changer knot. It's the exact same as my Game Changer. It looks the same colouring up the side, feels the same on your face. It's got the same point on the top. It moves the same. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's the same knot, just named differently. But the brush itself is just absolutely beautiful. And like I say, this brush handle did not appeal to me. I kept putting it in the box and then putting it back out in his checkout. I think, oh, I'm going to get it. I'm not sure on the shape. When you get this in your hand, it is a beautiful brush to hold, and it is actually quite a nice brush to look at, surprisingly. Never looks the same on a photograph or in a video as it does in person, so his brushes aren't expensive, I don't find. I think you can pick up a synthetic for 50 or 60 bucks. In America it's probably delivered as well. I don't know how much it charges for delivery, but if you're over in the States, but over here I think you can pick one up delivered for about $80 Australian, roughly, for a synthetic, and the beautiful brushes. Right, next up was the Cool Fix by Shaveworks. Get it in your den if you haven't got it. It's tremendous stuff. It's great for you and your wife. It is built for women. It was made for women, for ingrown hairs on the legs and armpits and things like that. But it works tremendous and adds a bit of moisture as well. Humphreys Cucumber Melon, Witch Hazel, lovely stuff. Tastes better than Thayer's. Does the same thing, in my opinion. Post shave feel now at this point, it's lovely. It's almost like a matte finish feels, but you can feel there's a lot of moisture in there. So now I'm going to finish off with the splash, or the aftershave, which is just a little sample there. When I send on these samples again, I won't be sending the aftershaves with it, so I'm going to use quite a bit of this because I want to get the full effect of it. In fact, I'm going to use it all. There's no point using a little bit because it barely fills a little bit in my hand anyway. Oh, that is beautiful. Whew. Oh, lovely. I'm not sure if that is Creed Aventus scented. It'd be interesting to find that out. Ken, well, if you watch this, Ken, you've got Creed Aventus, you'll know whether this is a copy of it or a clone of it, should I say. or whether it's its own thing. But that's a beautiful aftershave. Soap and aftershave, lovely. It does actually smell like the soap now that I've splashed it on my face. Smells great. And I'm just going to finish off now with the Stray Whiskey Afterbalm, which I'm favouring at the moment. Nice little bit of menthol. And this stuff really works well in my opinion. It's not a greasy moisturiser, although it just absorbs very quickly. It's pretty much scentless, so your aftershave still comes through. And there we have it, another cracking shave. And as you can see, I'm a bit red today. Can't really see it in my mirror. I see it a little bit, but I can see in the camera there's definitely a bit of redness. It seems to highlight redness more in the camera. I've got a good bit of redness around the ear and on my cheeks and things. But other than that, it was a superb shave. The shave itself was very good. I really enjoyed the shave. It's an excellent soap. Crope does a great job. It makes good lather, and that's all you can ask for. Let's say I've just had a reaction to it, and that's just me. You guys out there, the biggest majority probably won't. I do have sensitive skin, so some things do react with me way more than others, and some things don't react at all, which they're the soaps that I really love. The ones that don't react with me, your Grapelicious, Club Cola, Frosty Bay Rum, just beautiful. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, lovely shave again. Ready for the day, and yeah, you guys take care, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.